Are you afraid of going into any diet because the rules will certainly make you stop eating your favorite foods? Perhaps you fear that the caloric restriction will keep you moody and hungry all the time. Hi, I'm Juan Sarmiento. In this video, I'm going to show you that with OMAD, you can lose your body fat, increase your lean body mass, and still be happy because you won't be missing your favorite foods. Back in 2009, OMAD was not even a thing, so there was no information to explain the best way to do it. We did not even know if it was safe. When I started, I only had one rule: eat whatever I was going to eat for the day between 11 a.m. and 12 noon. I followed no rules or kept track of the number of calories or quantity of my 3 macronutrients. I did not consume any foods or drinks that I did not consider appetizing, and I kept going to the same restaurants I did before on my usual Saturday lunch. Admittedly, my weight loss was not quick, but I was happy to see the consistent drop in the pounds over the months and years. I broke the conventional wisdom that to lose or gain weight depends on our calories in and calories out. We are not test tubes, so when we take in foods, hormones and enzymes are secreted that stimulate chemical reactions depending on the macronutrients that we take in our meals. Most significantly, carbohydrate stimulates the secretion of insulin, the energy storage hormone, right after a meal or snack. With OMAD, insulin is secreted only once a day. My diet, which I changed little or not at all on those first 5 years of OMAD, was rich in carbohydrates. I avoided fats in my diet following the conventional advice of the medical community. My carbohydrate-rich diet kept my insulin high while eating 3 meals a day plus snacks. Once I started OMAD, my physiology began to change in ways I never hoped or expected. Not only did I begin to lose weight, I was feeling more energetic than ever before. Should OMADers cut carbohydrates? To cure obesity, one needs to bring insulin under control. When we eat 3 meals a day, our insulin remains high most of the day, except during our sleep. Yet, we can hardly wait to eat a bowl of cereal or waffles or orange juice as soon as we wake up. Without a doubt, diets that are low in carbohydrates do cut our insulin production. 3 high-fat meals would probably stimulate insulin 3 times because of the protein and carbohydrate, if low, content. Arguably, the ketogenic diet and all its variants may spike insulin 3 times a day, if only slightly. Plus, the ketogenic diet requires strict adherence to the rules and controls. Some even check their ketone levels routinely to make sure that they remain in ketosis. They are hoping to make a switch from a glucose-based metabolism to a fat-based metabolism. You can achieve the very same goal without rules or hunger if you follow the OMAD regimen. With the switch, our bodies become adapted at extracting energy from our own body fat storage. After all, our insulin did put it there for us to use during times of scarcity. Our abundant Western societies made us prone to obesity because we consume abundance of grains, potatoes, rice, corn, and pasta. If you are obese, I'm here to tell you that you're not to blame. However, you now have the knowledge to change your life and start to look and feel great again. Keep it simple. Do not change or stop eating those things that you love and enjoy so much. However, you must stop counting calories and stop changing your macronutrients, so long as you eat only one meal a day. There are only two reasons why you would cut your carbohydrates. Number one, you're diabetic or pre-diabetic. And number two, you like to lose your weight faster than I did. With OMAD, I lost 28% of my body weight, or 65 pounds, over 5 years. My wife Ula started OMAD only 18 months ago because she was diagnosed with diabetes. In 3 months, she lost 30 pounds, or 18% of her body weight, and she reversed her diabetes. So you see, cutting the carbohydrates along with OMAD had a dramatic effect on her insulin levels, and her triglycerides were quickly back to normal. However, I suggest that you read Dr. Jason Fung's book, The Diabetes Code, and consult your physician if you are diabetic or pre-diabetic. I would take Dr. Fung's book for my doctor to read. Not every doctor is familiar with the use of intermittent fasting to treat and cure diabetes. Here again, in order to treat obesity, you do not need to change your macronutrients in any significant way. However, later in my journey, I became more and more interested in working out and muscle building. This is when I began to supplement my meals with whey protein. Why? Because it is cheaper than a steak and richer in proteins than a cup of yogurt. Contrary to popular belief, OMAD alone will not reduce your muscle mass. In fact, it might help increase it. OMAD should increase your levels of growth hormone and testosterone, which in turn will maintain your muscle mass. When you do intense calisthenics or weightlifting, your muscle fibers break apart and they are rebuilt, causing hypertrophy. Without an intense workout and without consuming sufficient protein, only then should you be concerned about losing muscle mass. It's very unlikely that your body would break down your muscle to provide amino acids to convert to glucose. This process is known as gluconeogenesis, and it is a protective mechanism to maintain critically important levels of glucose in your blood. Maintaining appropriate glucose blood levels should not be a problem. With OMAD, your body will be adapted to using your body fat for energy rather than your blood glucose. Energy from fat is more efficient. Your body will surprise you with newfound love for sports, exercise, and workouts at any age. Meanwhile, a good protein intake will help you maintain and even grow your muscle mass with OMAD. Your focus should be on when you eat rather than what you eat or how many calories you consume. Once adapted, your life will change in ways you never expected, just like mine did. Thank you for joining me in this video, and may I ask you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking on the appropriate button below. Once you have done so, also click on the bell so you are notified of all future videos coming up on this channel. In addition, if you enjoyed the video and find it useful, please give it a thumbs up. Help me spread the good news about OMAD by sharing this video with your family and friends. Thank you. This is Juan Sarmiento reminding you that life is looking up. Thank you very much.